Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Amarachi and I'm the host of this channel. On here I talk about different topics that are relevant to young adults. I talk about my experiences and I chip in one or two just here and here. So if you're someone that likes amebo and you want to just a different perspective on life happenings, especially if you are a young adult, then make this home for you. Subscribe please. Like the videos, make sure you stay tuned to watch the entire video. Also check out my other videos and likes. Don't worry, see, I don't even know what I don't know what I'm saying because I'm just admiring myself. I'm such a beauty. Don't mind me, right? So please subscribe, like the video, make sure you watch till the end, and also please keep an open mind when watching my videos, and share the videos to people who might like the videos. And before I keep talking, if you're a returning subscriber, right, you've watched my previous video and you're back here again, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate that. So without you know further ado, as the English people say it, let's hop right into what we have for today. So guys, like I said, today is a very important topic and I want to keep it short, brief, and very informative. How I crack laugh quote, and it's simple. Simplicity, as cliche as it might sounds, it's just one way to live this life, a simple life. But then I've been able to break these things down. I'm slightly past my mid 20s, yeah, and so it wasn't easy for me navigating my early 20s, but later I came to certain realizations which I have been living out, and it has helped me scale through life thus far. And I've decided to come and share it on here because I know 20s comes with a lot of pressure for youths, right? And 30s is another let's say age grade that people don't tend to that tend to have this pressure, but a lot of people don't talk about it. I'm not there yet, but I tend to see it around me, right? A lot of pressure of I've not been able to do this, I've not achieved this, my mates are doing this, and my 20s was just a waste, this and that. So a lot of pressure, and you see a lot of people in their 30s are trying to navigate life. Funny enough, some of them probably hop into marriage as a way out, and it has not really yielded any good result for them, and so they are just trying to push things. So I decided to come out and list out and share what has been helping me thus far. I've been living it out and it has really paved the way for me. It has helped me to understand life better and to enjoy life better. And so let's go right into it. So if you see me looking down, I wrote them down so I don't forget. Now I broke down this simplicity of life, right? Because I said the main thing is simplicity, but then I broke it down into like five distinct items, whatever I call it, but five things you can do to help you live your best of life. So I'm not going to be calling them in any order in particular, so just stay tuned and just follow me. So now the first thing on my list is being realistic. Guys, I learned to accept whatever it is I'm facing, whatever situation it is, whatever condition it is. Now I'm a Christian. That does not mean I don't have faith, not at all. I do have faith, I believe in God, but then I think this is where we miss it a lot of times as Christians, right? Being realistic is accepting this is how the situation is now, and having faith is I've accepted that this is how the situation is, but I believe it's going to get better. I believe it's going to better than what it is right now. And that's what faith is all about. So I don't know how best you understand what faith is to you, but for me, I know that it has to do with believing what is not yet here as though it is here. But for you to believe that it's not yet here, like how am I saying? You have to understand that it's not yet here. You have to accept the fact that it's not here yet. Then you believe that it's coming, right? So that's the first thing to do. Accept whatever condition you find yourself. See, it's not a bad thing. In fact, the moment you accept, you're no longer in denial of whatever it is. That's when you find out that you're more clear-headed. You can think things through better. You get to reason logically instead of your emotions, right? And so you find out that it will help you, you know, sort things out. Probably, okay, this is how it is currently, so what do I do? What step do I take next? What? But if you're in denial, you keep delaying and time will keep going and it keep passing you. So if probably you don't have a job, for example, you don't have a job, and you're, oh, I have a job, I have a job. When you go to tell people, oh, I have a job, do you have a job? I have a job, you remain jobless. But when you say, oh, I don't have a job now, and oh, I believe I'm going to get a job soon, so now you know you have to put in the work. When you go out, you know that you have to let people know, oh, I don't have a job, and people be like, you don't know where your help will come from, right? So that's what the first thing is all about. Be realistic. Tell yourself the truth. Accept what it is, like accept it, but don't dwell on it. Accept and walk your way out of whatever it is you find yourself. So that's that for the first point. Then the second point is protecting your energy. See, guys, I'm a big fan of protecting. You see this energy of it, I'm a big fan of it so much. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let me make it. You know, sometimes explaining some things are it's kind of difficult, but let me explain it this way. You know, certain times when you notice a pattern in your life that probably when some people come around you, they all bring negative vibes, nothing good. Like they're always probably trying to down talk you. They're probably trying to like compare you with someone. They're probably trying to make you feel like they're better than you. All those, you know, negative vibes, right? All those kind of things. Those are negative energy. Now there are people that come around you, they're all happy vibes. Oh, why you know, ginger you up, you can do this, you can do that. When you're not your best, they tell you, oh, they come, you know, standing for you, give you the support you need. When you're not doing the right thing, they call you out, you're not doing the right thing, but then they do it with love. They don't try to like don't talk you when trying to correct you or when trying to point out your, you know, mistakes or your errors. You get that kind of a thing. Now I think that's what I want to explain as energy. Now you have to be very conscious to observe the patterns in your life. See, there are people that when they come around you, everywhere seems stuck. Like to be as if everywhere is locked for you. They are it doesn't matter if they are family, if they're your mom, your dad. They are just people like that, friends, siblings. You have to identify these people and, you know, don't far away from them. If you find that they are in the home where you stay, please, as much as you can, try your best to leave that environment, right? Try your best to not always be in the company of people with negative energy, because one, they will keep draining you because you're always trying to fight to stay afloat, and you know they keep dragging you down. It's not what you need in life. Now you need anything, as much as anything, in your 20s, in your 30s, in fact generally in life, you need people that would keep pushing you to be the best of who you are. So when you are around people that are always trying to bring you down, my dear, run. Run as much as you can, don't waste time, right? So, and this brings me to talk about friendship. This is under the same point of energy, right? You have to be intentional about making your friends. You have to be intentional about the kind of friends you keep around you. See, there are some friends that suddenly disappear from your life, and when it seems like everything is going well, they kind of appear. And if you observe once, you find out that probably when they appear, things tend to, you know, go south again. Like, just be intentional about the people in your life, about places you go to. There are places you might find yourself, you find out that you're just dull, you don't see. There are houses you go to, probably your friend's house. It might not really be about the friend. It might actually be around about the house itself, right? Probably the compound the person is living in. A lot of things comes with building. You don't know the foundation of the house, you don't know what have been done in the house before you moved into the house, or the person doesn't know what have been done in the house, you know, before moving into the house. And so when you know, move into the house, you find out that you're not productive, you don't get inspiration anymore. See, it has happened to me. There was a time, like, I went to visit a particular aunt, right? Now they moved to a new apartment. So going to visit them, I figured out that I could not do anything. I was fighting. Like, I was literally fighting to get things done. Then I was fully into my writing, you know. I was fighting to get inspiration, and I was also like hosting like a community like that. I could not do anything. I just knew that I have to run. And then when I told her I'm about leaving, she got upset. She was actually angry at me, but I don't know. I did not know how to explain it to her, or I didn't see that. Like, I didn't think it necessary to explain anything to her, right? But I only believe the moment I left it back, you know, to where I was usually, back to where I was staying then, Like that night, inspiration was just pouring, pumping energy, vibes here and there, and I'm like, I have to take this serious. And I think when I noticed that it's still helping me, so I mind where I go, I mind the people I visit. I don't just go to anybody's house. If I come to your house the first time and the energy is low, the energy is like giving me down vibes, I run. But if I come to your house and the energy is like, upward vibes, you might see me, I'll become a regular visitor. So be conscious of these patterns in life and all these other things stuff. And next thing is also still on this energy, this energy thing, not really seeking validation of people. Sometimes we tend to seek validation from the wrong people without knowing. Now, if imagine if the people we are seeking validation from are always people that are in fact most times we tend not to even know we do it, but those people that come as though they are trying to give us constructive criticism. See, it's a thin line between constructive criticism and people that want to, like, pull you down or talk you down, right? So I'm not talking about those that are doing the constructive criticism with love. I'm talking about those that are trying to talk you down. Once you've been able to identify these people, try your best not to allow them, like, draw that stick, because they are very good at that. They are the ones that are always trying to tell you, oh, you didn't do this better. Is this how you do your things? Why are you doing like this? They'll be the one that want to, like, set a yardstick used to measure or validate yourself or whatever it is you're doing. So you have to be conscious about people you seek validation from. Very important. Now over to the next thing. The next thing I wrote here is so I've mentioned to write. The first is being realistic. The second is protecting your energy. Now the third is setting boundaries, guys. See, you see this thing about setting boundaries to save you a lot of problem, especially into this world that a lot of things are happening. It will save you a lot of problems. Setting boundaries, have your own life principles, right? That you walk by and never let anybody cross it, not even yourself. Like, how will I put it? Set up punishments for yourself when you cross those lines, right? Now, when you're dealing with people, never allow any person cross that bound, like that line. Now, when I was in school, my younger brother was staying with me. When he initially gained admission and he came to school, I told him one thing. When you are with your friends and someone come to ruffle your hair and you don't like it, there and then shun the person. Because if you let the person get away with it and you just keep quiet, the next time the person will come to do it, the person might not do it when it's just the both of you. It might be when people are around, and when the person now try to shuffle your hair and you try to show the person to be like, why you for me when people, is it because people are around, that kind of a thing. So when you don't like, when things are crossing your boundaries, things you don't like, there and then shun it. Don't let people cross that line for you. Also, mark out places you don't want to be. You know the kind of life you want for yourself, which means you should not be found everywhere, right? Make sure you are not found everywhere there is a call. Pick the places you want to be. It will save you a lot of problem. Now you already know what you want for your life. You've outlined some set of principles you want to live by, right? Now these principles will help you in picking friends, picking where you want to go to, making life decisions easy. So sometimes when you are stuck in some kind of life decisions, these principles will help you, make quicker decisions, right? So that's that for the setting boundaries. In fact, let me give you a gist. The other time I took a public transport, right? So another passenger came into the car and was like, hello. I was like, hello, just being friendly. In this part of our world, we are friendly. Not like I see in the Western world where everybody just come into the bus and is like um just on their own, right? Here in our part of the world, when you come in, you say hello, sometimes, not always, right? If there's someone who is giving some form of gist, you also like hello to the person, that kind of a thing, right? So he came in and he was like, hello. I said hello. So we just gisted, and the next thing he was asking me for my number. I said no. Well, I'm a fine girl, I know, right? But not everybody now, it's not every time. Not because of anything, I just did not feel like, right? So I told him no. And the next thing he kept begging, I said no. The next thing he said was he now wanted to emotionally blackmail you. And that's what most of them will do when they want to cross your boundaries, right? They will emotionally blackmail you. He said, you don't say no to anybody. You don't know me. I don't know you. You don't know where we might meet each other. I can be of help to you. You can be of help to me. And when he finished saying that long story, I told him no. Like, I stood up my ground and said no. Why? Because Personally, I've seen that because we are trying, we tolerate a lot of rubbish and a lot of people we're not supposed to tolerate just because we're like, oh, we don't know what, like, where we'll meet them tomorrow. We don't know if they will be okay. See, if they are nonsense, push them away. When that time comes for help, God will send you help straight up. Make do with them. Make do away with them if they are not being useful to your life, or they're trying to just push them away so far you know that they are not what you need in your life. When you need help, God will bring help for you. Now check it out. Some people that are in toxic relationships, they are there because they are being emotionally blackmailed, they are being gaslighted. So, and now because most times you can't even say no. The other time I was having a discussion with my friend, and we were talking about how some people like still this whole relationship thing, right? I told him, see, this thing about maybe girls and guys kind of a thing. Girls already know that guys will not want to be harsh towards them, and so, and the guy will not want to tell them probably no, just not to like hurt their emotions. Now they capitalize on that, right? They capitalize on that to now do what they want to do. And they can set you up, and before you know it, you fall into their trap, and next thing you can't even get yourself out of it. I've seen a lot of that happen, right? I've also seen friends that take advantage of people. Now, because they know you don't want to say anything to hurt their emotions, they keep doing what they are doing. And to you, oh, they don't know what they are doing. They know. They know what they are doing. They just know that because you would not. If I've seen somebody tell a friend, I know you would not talk, so I do what I do, like straight out blatantly. And that was when that friend eyes open and be like, now I need to take a step back from this person. So that's it. So a lot of people are in such situations. See, learn to speak out. It's hard. Oh, the moment you do it, you find out that you get this some form of relief and some form of confidence. So that's that for the third one. Okay. Um the next one is self-improvement. See, spend your time on improving yourself. Be that person that when you are in a room, right, in any room you find yourself, and whatever important discussion comes up, you have value to add to it. See, that does not mean you should be a jack of all trade and that means you should be a jack of all trade and master of probably some, but just be versatile, expand your horizon, try to learn about things, improve yourself, think about your weaknesses, right? Work on them, try to learn new things you feel like you don't have interest in. Just even if you don't have interest in it, just try to know it's one or two of here and there. Now for me, my writing career helped me in this aspect because sometimes I write about different things, right, for blogs, and so it makes me like have ideas of different things. And now it now made me to cultivate this habit of reading about different things, even things that might seem awkward. I read about all of them just to get information. You don't know where it might help you. You don't know the kind of opportunity it can earn you, right? So I've been in a space where they were talking all guys, right? Majority, not even all guys, like men, right? Not guys now. When I mean men, and they were all discussing something. And at some point, they looked at me. What do you have to say about this? Guys, I was so happy I had something to contribute. And when I was talking, everybody kept quiet and they were looking at me. After that, somebody said, Amara, I'm proud of you. And I'm like, I was like, you did for my hands. You know when you're with someone and you got somewhere and you just have to say something. So, and now it built like it, increased my respect. The impression they have about me improved. Now tomorrow, if something happens, one of them told me, whenever I'm in a room of opportunities, I would remember you, and I'm so shocked. So stuff like that happen here and there. Now you don't know which one in particular will be that will bring the breakthrough you need. So one, you have to build that impression like people have about you is very important. In as much as you say, I don't care what people say, I don't care. care because you owe yourself that. You owe the people that care about you that, right? So that's that for that. So I've mentioned being realistic. I've mentioned picking protecting your energy. I've also mentioned building boundaries, right? And the next thing I just mentioned now is self improvement. See, learn new courses in your field. Learn new courses. Try to take courses. YouTube is there. Coursera, simply learn different courses. Just try out new things. Currently, I'm learning how to knit. It has not been funny, but hopefully I can show you one day what I've tried coming up with. So just try out new interests. Life will be fun. Some people cannot even just stay on their own now without going out and hanging out with friends. It's hard for them. So, but when you have things you just channel your energy to and your time to. You're learning new things here and there. You don't have time for anybody. Aside that, your small circle, you don't have time for anybody. In fact, sometimes they will call you out. You prefer to stay at home and do one or two things for yourself than just going out and wasting time. I'm not saying hanging out is bad, just but you get what I'm trying to say. So that's that. Then the last thing on the list is picking your battles, guys. See, you can't do any you can't have answer to all things. That's one. You can't have answer to all things. You can't be everywhere at the same time. You can't do everything at the same time. You would not how will I put it, you wouldn't be in control of everything always, right? So now there are so many things that have happened. See, one thing I've learned is when things are happening, I just sit back. Okay, I try my best to calm myself down. Like, I try my best to myself. Okay, I'm watching now. What happens? Because sometimes that's thing you want to keep for yourself, for whether you do it or you don't do it, at the end of the day you find that life goes on, and when you look back you ask yourself, why was I beating myself up this much? I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me. Sometimes I'm trying to pressure myself to get something done, and finally I probably might be able to do it or not. But last I'll be like, why was I putting myself in so much pressure? It's not making sense. And so after a while I learned that pattern, right? So when things happen, I tend to sit back and ask myself, oh, okay, what do I do? What do I do? If I don't get solution, I try to seek help. I think that would be a bonus point I'll add. Learn to ask for help. Very important. That's the bonus point. Learn to ask for help. So, but back to the whole, picking your battles. In fact, don't be everywhere. Just accept that you can't do all things. You are a human for a reason. You're not God. You can't be everywhere. You're not omnipresent, right? You're not omnipresent. So you can't be everywhere every time. You can't have control over everything. So pick the ones you can do and just work with it. The ones you cannot do, let them go peacefully. Peacefully. Understand yourself, understand your body. The ones your body cannot take, push it away. The one your strength cannot take, push it away. That does not mean you should not push beyond your limits. No, that does not push beyond your limits. Yeah, you can do that, but understand your body, understand what your body needs at the moment, understand what you need at the moment. See, sometimes in life you just need to do nothing and just sit back. Yeah, sometimes, see, the trajectory of this whole life happening goes up down, up down. Sometimes you are at the peak, you have energy, you have time, you have strength, you want to do this, and sometimes you just don't want to do anything. My dear, sometimes just sit back and do nothing, sleep, have, if you don't have money, lie down in your house and sleep. If you have money, have fun. Just sit back and do nothing. After a while you will refresh, like you'll be refreshed, and you garner your energy back, and you see yourself doing better. So I hope I've made sense. Like I said, the bonus points, before I go, the bonus points, learn to ask for help. Guys, for so many years in my life, I found it difficult asking for help. Yeah, I don't know if it was the independent lady that was doing it, but I found it difficult asking for help. But it doesn't hurt. Just somehow make rejection an expectation. I don't know how to put that. I don't know if it's the right thing to say, but expect the rejection so that when it comes, it doesn't hurt. And now it will not kill you. So just ask for help where you can't. And sometimes you find out that asking for help will be the best, because some people might provide you with the resources that will make everything way easier for you, right? And now God will not come down to help you. He will always use man to help you. So when you're in need, ask man. Ask God first, then ask man. Now you get it done. So that's all for today. I don't want to say so much. I know I've said so much, but I don't want to make the video so long. So I hope that this video blessed your life, right? If you have watched this point, thank you. And I'm, like I said, I know it blessed your life. Please don't forget to like the video, comment. If you have anything to add, I'll be waiting in the comments. Like the video, share it to people who might need it, right? And if you have not seen my previous videos, please do well to watch them and let me know what you think about them in the comment section. Let me see your input. Let me see your input. So that's all for today. All right, so see you next time. Bye.